What's up, guys? A Duck Opinion here, and 4J Studio has put out the patch update information, and I'll leave that in the description. But I'll just go over a few things that I noticed that actually I guess I kind of cared about, because a lot of it's kind of just boring stuff that I never didn't even know. So changelog for title update number 8, January 28th. So a few things I'm just gonna list. So fixing random crashing on loading the tutorial. I didn't know it crashed there, but that's a good one. Fixing for freezing while writing on a sign as it auto-saves. I know a lot of people crash when they're writing and it auto-saves. Perform improvements for the enchantment interface. Now that probably doesn't mean what I want it to mean. I want that to mean that you see other people's enchantments. It probably doesn't mean that, but if you guys know what improve for the enchantment interface is, let me know, but we'll find out soon. There's a few more. Fix to display a message while monsters are nearby. Sometimes you're sleeping and it won't display the monsters are close, and you're like, why can't I sleep? They also fix the experiment ores from being invisible for a short period of time when being created. Sometimes you'll kill a mod and you won't see them right away, and that's something I always notice, and they'll show up later. So that fixes that, and that's awesome. And here's a big one that I really was pissed about. This one fixes it fixes the bug that sometimes nether fortresses won't spawn in the nether when you have new created worlds. And both my new created worlds for this version of Minecraft don't have nether fortresses. So that's a pretty shitty little bug, and so they're fixing that. They also increased the spawn rate of the mushrooms, and also changed blaze rods to drop glowstone dust. So if you guys are having trouble finding glowstone dust, just find some blazes. Fixed the armor position for the bad Santa when he sits down, which I thought was kind of funny. That's a good one as well. They also changed the download menu to like the Minecraft store now, and they improved breeding, which I don't know what they mean by this. They said that they the animals reach they react more correctly if spawn limits are reached when breeding. Like, the only thing I care about in breeding is the fact that they'll make it where sheep can eat the wool again. So I just hope somehow they change that. Just a couple more. They fixed the compass not pointing to original spawn after being to the nether. They they let players eat now, even when they're not allowed to build and mine, so you guys won't starve to death. But I guess if you can't mine up food, you will. They also, just a couple random things for creative mode. They fixed being able to, like, a couple items, if you use food or bones on an animal or a wolf, they would remove the item instead of keep it in creative mode. So they fixed that. And they also made it where if you tame a baby wolf, it is tamed when it is born. And the last thing I want to point out is says it fixes the blade rods as not being identified as fuel for a fire. So does that mean they're going to make it where blaze rods are fuel for a fire? That's pretty awesome. But that's pretty much the whole list that I thought was worth looking at and going over, and I will link you to the full list so you guys can look at it. I think this will probably come out either tomorrow, Tuesday, or maybe the 5th of February, maybe. I mean, every time they put out a patch list, that usually means it comes out very soon. So thank you guys for watching. I will talk to you later. Dust can fly. Peace.